majesty, in his almighty self. We see God here, and he reveals something to us here. He reveals Psalms 24:1. The earth is the Lord, and the fullness thereof, the inhabitants that dwell there within. Everything belongs to him. Everything is God's. Everything is God. Here we find out that the king owns everything in his domain, in the area of his rule, in the area of his dominion. Everything belongs to him. We realize Psalm 24:1 that everything belongs to God. But we find out something different in Psalms 115, verse number 16. The heavens, yea, the heavens of the Lord, but the earth hath he given to the sons of men.
Well, come on now.
He's entrusted the earth and all of the substance therein to the sons of men, but not to every son. Because we find a difference in what he entrusted sons with.
That's right.
Now he uses a parable, a spiritual riddle that points to something in the natural to reveal a spiritual principle. Here's God trying to show us something to get us out of the place we're in into a new place. We do have, watch it, we do have the ability. One thing I love about God, he has left the margin for us to change. And he's hoping that we will change through the word. I said, I'm going to work this thing. He gave 1 5. Why did he give 1 5? Why did he give 1 2? And why did he give 1 1? He's all knowing. He knows everything. There's nothing veiled. There's nothing hidden from God. He knows everything. Author and finisher of our faith. He's Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end, first and the last, everything in the middle. God knows everything. There's nothing that's kept from the knowledge of God. He declared the end from the beginning and came all the way back to Genesis and said, in the beginning, God. He knows how it's going to turn out. He knows who can be faithful, who will be faithful, and he knows who is faithless. He knows everything about us. He knows who we can trust and who is untrustworthy. But what I'm trying to reveal today is God trying to shout, oh God, help me, the church, something in here today. He's trying to show that I give every man according. I had to go in and use Daniel Webster. According to his several ability. Come on, son, y'all gonna have to take the baby out of the sanctuary with the hollering. It gets in the CD, the DVDs, and it's horrible. Watch this. Watch this. He gives every man according to his several ability. What does the word according mean? It means to the degree of or in harmony with.
Come on.
He gives every man to the degree of or in harmony with, or watch this, the word in harmony, it means in his ability to be in agreement with something.
All right.
That means you in harmony, that means we're in perfect agreement.
Yes, yes.
Or to the degree of. To the degree of what? What does the word several mean? The word several means individual or different. What does the word ability mean? The power to do or skills. He gives every man according to his different or individual power to do or his skills.
That's right. Break it down.
Come on now.
You mean what God entrusts me with is based upon my ability to do. My individual ability to do are the skills that I possess. Let me make it real simple. He gives every man according to his power to manage wisely.
Come on.
He gives 1 5 because he's an excellent manager, and he realizes if I give him 5, that when I come back, he's going to have at least 5 more on top of what I've given him. He's going to use his wisdom to create a business. He's going to use his wisdom to create an avenue to bring in more than where I gave him, because he realized that I must reap from where I sow. He realizes that I am trying to see what I can trust him with. He manages what God gives him well. Can I get in your business? How are you managing what God gives you, and why do you cry and complain about God not giving you more when you're not doing anything with what God has given you? If you're a shopaholic, you're not a good manager over the resources that God is giving. God knows that you have need of clothes. He knows that you like to look good. Ain't nothing wrong with fixing yourself up. But every time you get a nickel, you ain't supposed to go shopping. You got to use that money to make some money. You got to use that money to invest in the purpose and the plan and the intent of God in the earth.
Come on.
Anywhere that you don't have the great ability to manage, there will be lack.
Yes.
You ever wondered why lack is in my house? Why I'm falling behind? Why my hours are being cut? Why this going on? Why that going on? You can most likely trace it back to your ability to manage. Because God is providing. Oh, I know you said, I work for that. But the silver and the gold is the Lord's.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
Come on now.
God said, I'll give you more when you can show me what you've done with what I gave you.
Come on now.
What the evidence of what I put in your life? What the evidence of what has went through your life? I'm convinced that everybody in here between the ages at the age of 40, if you're at least 40 years of age, I'm convinced that even if you've been going through almost $1 million or more have went through your hands. Praise the evidence, the residue. The residue of what passed through you. God was using you as a farmer in the earth. He was passing some stuff through you, but you don't even have the residue of what passed through you. But you're crying to me for more. God is not a God of waste. Everything that he gives us, he gives it to us for purpose. Not just to have a fine house and a fine car and bad clothes and to run around like you got it all going together. It's not all about that. Some of those are the byproducts of living right. Yes, God will bless you. Yes, he'll bless you. Yes, he'll provide for you. But you got to get to a place where you understand that what God is putting through my hands, there's a purpose in it. Can I just go completely mad today?
Don't get mad.
I feel another scripture coming up in my head. Now I'm going to show you that it's us. I'm going to show you that it's us. I ain't say y'all. I say it's us.
Well, amen.
35:27 Psalms. Watch it. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause.
Come on now. Come on.
That favor my righteous cause.
That's right.
See, we keep talking about what we're going to do. But God is saying, listen to this. He said, let them points out a specific group of people. There's a certain group of people that need to shout for joy and be glad if they favor God's righteous cause, which is the propagation of the gospel, which is winning souls, which is getting his word out, which is changing this wicked world that we live in. If you're a part of that, you need to shout. And listen to what he said, and let them say, continually let the Lord be magnified, which have pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. If you will manage well, God said, it pleasures me to bless you. It pleasures me to see you swell up. It pleasures me to see you live more than enough. Because I already know what you're going to do. I already know that you're going to help the poor. I already know that you're going to minister all over this country. I already know that you're going to make sure that the house of God has no lack. So I find pleasure when you prosper. I want you to prosper.
Come on, sir.
Let me tell you something. God, now this don't get mad with me. God will prosper some folks and put it on their hearts to take care of other folks that are not going to be able to prosper because they cannot carry out spiritual principles. Because he said we're going to be the lender of us. And not the borrower. He going to put me in a position to give you, but But you can have what I have if you do what I do. Y'all don't hear me what I'm saying here. He wants to entrust me with the earth.
Come on now. Come on now.
Everything that exists comes from the earth.
Yes, yes.
The earth is pregnant with prosperity and potential.